So you're a total noob and want to get better at pistol rounds. Well my friend, let's see if we can fix that, shall we? The first thing to remember when playing Counter-Strike, particularly when solo queuing, is not to do something just because you saw a pro player you like doing it. For example, some professional players will occasionally buy an upgraded pistol in the pistol round. I would strongly recommend you don't do this, as it's generally not the best use of your money and you can get into some bad habits. For example, Karrigan likes to buy the Tech 9 on the T side during the pistol round because it's a good run and gun weapon. However, Karrigan has a team of the best players in the world to back him up and execute his strategies. You, on the other hand, have 3 Russians and a child. The starting pistols are really strong pistol round weapons. They're all a one-hit kill on a headshot without head armour, which, of course, none of them will have because it's the pistol round and head armour costs $1,200. You will only start with 800. While all the other pistols are also a one-hit kill on headshot without head armour, they can't do it at the same range as the USP or the P2K. The Glock does less damage at range than its CT counterparts, but we'll come back to that. Assuming you're not in a 5-man team, it's very important to remember that you're on the same team as your teammates. This may sound obvious, but so many people seem to forget that you're supposed to be working together the second anything goes wrong. But what has this got to do with a pistol round, you ask? A good question, my friend. Teamwork is important throughout the game, but the pistol round is the first time you're going to be playing with your teammates. This is the best time to make friends with everyone and build up your team's confidence. Don't underestimate the importance of being friendly. It can not only win you the round, but the entire game, particularly if you've had a bad half. No matter how badly things are going at half time, try to focus you and your team and bring it back. Now we're going to look a bit more at the tactical side of pistol rounds. Counter-terrorists have the advantage on most maps due to the fact the counter-terrorists start with guns and the terrorists start with water pistols. Given the limp-dick pistol known as the Glock, it's advisable for terrorists to try to take close quarters fights, as at close range the CTs lose their advantage. If you're a counter-terrorist, you do the opposite. Try to take long range fights wherever you can to take advantage of the low damage drop off of the USP and the P2K. But how do you set up these fights in the first place? For terrorists, it's advisable to have 1 or 2, it's entirely up to you, of your team with flashbangs. Smoke grenades may also be useful for post-plant situations or even executions on some less CT favoured maps like Overpass, Cobblestone or Dust 2. Professional teams will sometimes pick up HE grenades. But again, I'd advise against doing this, as this is only really used by pros if they have a good idea of what the enemy is doing. But if you have a good read on your opponents, then by all means, pick up one instead of a smoke. For the rest of your team that aren't buying grenades, simply buy some body Kevlar to prevent aim punch. For the CT side, grenades aren't as important as they are for terrorists. Instead of buying a smoke and 2 flashes, I would recommend that you have 1 person on each bomb site with a smoke grenade and a defuse kit. Take note of who buys the defuse kit on each side, as it could win you the round later if they die and you know exactly where they dropped it. Listen out for footsteps and throw your smoke grenade where you think they are going to come from. This will buy you some time to tell your teammates what's going on and they can reposition accordingly. Finally, we're going to talk about clutching the round. It's very rarely worth saving at the end of a pistol round. You've not invested much into the round and you have the ability to one-shot your opponents. Even if you're in a 4v1, you could still come out on top with a few well-placed headshots.
Let's go, my brother!
I hope this video has been helpful to you. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to leave your suggestions for future guides down in the comments and I will see you next time. Bye bye!